All of this is for left-handed people because nobody ever speaks to them. If you or someone you know is left-handed, I have some really interesting news. Lefties' brains are working overtime all the time. Even just the alphabet for left-handed people is kind of odd because they're forced to go in a certain direction. They're forced to follow something that works against their brain. From the first day of kindergarten, the deck is completely stacked against them. While the right-hand world moves in a fluid pull motion when we write, pulling away from the body and keeping what we've written visible, the left-handed writer is forced to push. And their own hand sometimes smears the words that they just wrote. We see a child flip a B to a D and just assume it's a learning disability, and sure, it could be dyslexia, but what if it's just biology? For a lefty, we all know the natural arc of the arm hinges away from the right side. So their natural direction is a mirror image to the rest of us. So when they're little and they try to read backward, they're not being difficult. They're actually being authentic to how their brains work. They're not failing a test either. They're failing to conform to a design that was never made for them. So we don't actually teach left-handed children how to write. We teach them how to compensate and how to comply. We teach them to hook their wrists so the ink doesn't smudge. We teach them to tilt their paper at an aggressive angle just to see the line. We teach them that their natural instinct is an error that needs to be corrected. So if our books opened from the left and our sentences flowed from right to left, the clumsiness would suddenly belong to the right-handed majority. So maybe being left-handed isn't such a quirk. And while, yes, every left-handed person who has just mastered all of this hasn't just learned to read. They've learned how to navigate in a world that was literally written against how their brains function. Now, if we designed our education around children, why couldn't we design books and writing for lefties? I mean, the info's the same, and it's easy enough to flip digitally. Yeah, it's extreme, but not so much to a kid who is struggling to keep up. So why not design books around how individual brains function? Go back and read those studies. Convert them to OCR if you have to, and listen, because you're about to find out why all of this is for left-handed people because nobody ever speaks to them. If you or someone you know is left-handed, I have some really interesting news. Lefties' brains are working overtime all the time. Even just the alphabet for left-handed people is kind of odd because they're forced to go in a certain direction. They're forced to follow something that works against their brain. From the first day of kindergarten, the deck is completely stacked against them. While the right-hand world moves in a fluid pull motion when we write, pulling away from the body and keeping what we've written visible, the left